What is going on YouTube? It's Sanky and we are back with another one. Alright guys, so in this drop I'm coming at you with an update on Dogecoin and some other cryptos and stocks. I've got jam-packed one for you, but before I get the show on the road, if you'd like to help out the channel by hitting that like button, and if you're new, join the movement by hitting that subscribe. So the market brought its maximum violence today. Now that pressure we're seeing is not only caused by earnings season, hedge funds have come out saying they're selling more, but also we're seeing increased trading activity with other asset classes. That's causing all this volatility we're seeing. But the main thing is that you guys are protecting that mental energy as we're going through this phase in the markets. So you guys don't want to have your heads in your portfolios all day, every day, just watching those numbers spin. You have to create that detachment if you need to. Now with me, I've got my limit buy set, my stop limits, my alerts. All these things are done automatically, so I don't need to be watching the portfolio all day, every day. So it's important that you guys are just protecting that mental energy, as I say. You guys know I'm here to support you on your journey daily, come rain or shine. And we know right now it's a thunderstorm in these markets. And if you guys need to connect with me, whether that's down in the comment section, over on IG or over on the Discord, make sure you do so. Now in this drop, coming at you with some Dogecoin updates, what to expect as we move through the next couple of sessions. And also I want to cover off a couple of other plays. So in this one, I've got jam-packed on for you, so do make sure you stick this one all the way through for me. You know what time it is. Let's get ready for our first one. So let's talk about Dogecoin, because we're only a couple of days away now from Saturday Night Live. And as things stand, this one is playing out exactly as I predicted. You guys know I said I'm expecting stability or ideally momentum in the run up to the weekend. And that's exactly how things are unfolding. And that is that classic buy the rumor type of price action we're seeing. And I can spot that from a mile off. And I'm expecting this play to be at least 50 cent or it could be 60 cent over the weekend, in the run up to the weekend as we get closer. Now, over the weekend, I'm expecting volatility, downwards volatility at that. And this is going to be that classic sell the news type of price action. Now, I want you guys to know there's key levels of support which are going to play into a maneuver that I want to do on this one as they're on the way down. So support on this one comes in 59 cent. Next level of support on this one comes in at 55 cent. Now, if this one can break through key levels of support, that one being 55 cent, what I want to do is put a short position on this one, because you guys know we can win on the way up and also on the way down. And if this one breaks through that key level of support at 55 cent, then I expect this one to move into the 40s or even lower. And the lower they drop, the more we'll make off that short position. Now, I'm going to run you guys through how we place that short position in tomorrow's drop, so you guys can follow along with me if you so wish to do so. Now I'm still expecting this play to hit $1 over the next couple of weeks or months later down the year, but going forward in the short term, I'm expecting volatility. I'm just looking at this play to win not only on the way up, as I say, but also on the way down. Play the volatility and use the timings on this one. Now, a lot of you guys have been wondering, when should you jump into this play? Should you jump in now? If you're jumping in now, this one carries a lot more risk because they've run up. As I say, I expect that Saturday Night Live, excitement to already been priced into this one. So if I was you and I didn't already have a position in this one, the next time I'll jump in will be after a corrective move. And that's exactly what I'm going to do as well. I'm looking to place a short position, win on the way down, also pick this one up as cheap as I can and then ride them back up. Now, when you guys know, everything I do with Dogecoin is for purely entertainment purposes. Whatever you guys are putting in on this one, just be prepared to lose. Obviously, we're not looking to lose, but it's money that you don't mind losing. So with me, as you can see, I've got a couple of $1,000 in this one, and I can afford to lose that. As I say, the idea is to win, and we are winning as it stands on this one. Now, I've got a duty of care to tell you guys the risks that are associated with this one. And there are some unusual risks that come with Dogecoin. One being the unlimited supply, which means that there needs to be a constant stream of buyers in this one bidding it up. That's unusual for a crypto play. And probably what is an even greater one than that is the top 9 wallets count for about 40% of the value, and the biggest holding counts for around 25%. And these are millions and billions in value. And at some point, one of these or all of them are going to sell out of this one and take their money. And if they do, it's going to be like pulling the plug, because as I say, those are large positions that count for a lot of the value. And also we know there's a lot of retail that holds this one Retail typically has weaker hands. You're going to get a lot of selling pressure, and this one could slide down with some serious velocity. So I want you all to have your exit plan on this one. And I know nobody likes to hear about selling out of a position, and you probably only heard about holding this one into infinity. But with me, I'll be the first one to tell you I've got an exit plan and strategy for all of my plays, especially the speculative ones. At the end of the day, guys, it's about making money. As soon as you make money from a play, you've won the game. So with me, I'm looking to ideally take cash out around Saturday Night Live. It could be the day, it could be the day before. I've got to see where the price is. If they move up to that 60 cent or ideally the 70 cent mark, but I'm looking to buy back in at the bottom. But when I take cash out, I'm gonna take out my original invested capital, just leave house money to run. Now on a day out there in the markets that just seem like all doom and gloom, I want to highlight this one for you guys. That's BCRX, ticker symbol BCRX, coming in at $12.94, our MVP play of the day. And as I say to you guys, every single week in these markets, we are going to have plays that break through. That's because we are sitting on quality in the portfolio, but you got to understand there is so much market turbulence going on that's holding these plays down. But at least one of these plays every week is going to have that price movement. As you can see up on the day, 21% strong performance of the play, guys. I just want to show you the level of volatility going on this one. Look at that 3-month chart. It was only a couple of weeks ago this play was under $10. If you guys remember last Friday, I told you this was the play to load up because they just received that European approval to sell, and this is a big move for the play. And I said to you guys, you want to grab this one, ideally under 11, or if you can catch them under 10.50. And I think on the week, where did they get to? We got close to 10.50, 10.67 was the lowest on the week. So those of you who loaded up on this play, you saw the rewards today. Now, this one came out with their financials, came in strong, just like all of our other plays, but the street let this one shine today. They didn't have to, they could have just dropped this one in the ocean like they do with all the other plays, but they let this one break through. So revenues came in strong, I think almost double what was expected. They had a slight earnings miss, which was surprising that the markets didn't penalize them on that, but the markets just couldn't resist letting this one fly. So that's why you see that price movement today. Now revenues that came in only for the US. Remember, they got Japanese approval. Now they've recently got Europe approval as well. So that's going to allow them to make more revenues, millions and millions in revenues. And I've always said the reason why I like this one is because they're different to any other product on the market. This is a play I've always said I've got a price target on this one of $20, and you guys can see why now. Now I'm expecting this play to have some pullbacks along the journey. You guys know times are tough, it's volatile in these markets, and they are probably going to drag this one down. So entry price on this one remains at under $11. Now even if you're not in this play, what you got to do is take confidence from this play and that price movement. It was only the other day this play came down 10-15% before making a climb 21%. All of our quality plays in the portfolio have the potential to move up 20% in a day or more once the market stabilizes. So I just wanted to highlight that for you guys. So if you've been rocking with the channel, you know what time it is. Question comes from JTD. Abraham says, I want to invest in Doge, but I feel like entering now will just be FOMO. Would it be smarter to wait for a pullback? So this is an on-topic question, so let's dive into this one. Now the way Doge trades is it runs up off the back of the catalyst, then you get a pullback and then some consolidation before it repeats. Now we've already had the run up in this one off the back of the SNL announcement. Went from 30 cent up to 60 cent and beyond. So if you're jumping in now, it carries a much greater risk because, as I say, I already think all of the SNN excitement is already built into that stock price pretty much already. So ideally you want to wait for the next pullback, and when the pullback comes, then you can load. As I told you guys, there's levels of support here. If it breaks through that 55 cent, it could be down to the 40s, or even lower, then you could pick them up on the cheap. There'll be another catalyst in the future to run this one up even further. Now, as I say, I'm expecting this one to hit $1 this year, but it's not going to be a smooth ride. It's going to be volatile. You're going to get the ups and the downs. So you want to ensure you get into this one on the cheap. And it doesn't just go with Doge, it goes for all the other plays out there. Now, there are going to be several other plays that make their run-ups. I just told you one today, BCRX made their run-up 20%. But even with that one, you want to, again, wait for that corrective move. Now, if you do that, on average, you're going to come out in a much better position in all of these plays if you just wait for that corrective move before getting in. As I say, FOMO often leads to losses, so you never want to do that, or ideally you want to limit the amount of times that you do that, or if you do it, make sure you get out quickly. Okay, so if you're going to get into Doge before Saturday Night Live to try and anticipate the pop, you want to cash out early. That's how I'll play it. So it's just about making these timely, smart and wise moves in this market. Alright guys, so that wraps things up. Just want to say I appreciate you guys. If you'd like to help out the channel, do hit the like button. And if you're new, join the movement by hitting that subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.